Start with the next section, that is complement of a set. The complement of a set A is the set of all elements in the universal set which are not in set A. Complement of any set is the set of all elements in the universal set but not in the given set, and it is denoted by A slash, and it is read as a complement. Now, for example, if you have universal set, we know that universal set is denoted by U. So universal set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then if any set A is given as set 1, 2, 3, 4, then when you take the complement, we can denote it as A complement. Then A complement will be, we know that complement of any set is the set of all elements in the universal set but not in A. So here universal set is given 1, 2, 3 etc. up to 10, and set A is given as set 1, 2, 3, 4. So A complement will be, we have to consider the universal set and then note A. Note A means don't take the elements of A. So if we know that elements of A are 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you neglect 1, 2, 3 and 4, then remaining will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So A complement is equal to set 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if you consider A is equal to set of even numbers, then we know that if you take A as a set of even numbers, then the universal set, the set under consideration will be set of natural numbers, and then A complement will be what? You have to take the natural numbers which are not even, because we are taking universal set and then not elements of A. So we don't consider even numbers. So in natural numbers, if you don't consider even numbers, then we will get a odd number. So A complement will be odd numbers. Okay. Now if you take a set of vowels, we know that vowels is equal to set A, E, I, O, U. And we know that when we consider the set of vowels, the universal set will be the English alphabets. Okay, then V complement will be, complement of the set of vowels will be all the elements from English alphabet but not the vowels. We know that if you take the set of alphabets without vowels, then it will be consonants. So it will be set of consonants. Clear? So I think you have understood how to find the complement of a set. Union of sets. The union of two sets A and B is a set which consists of all the elements of set A as well as all the elements of set B. I repeat, the union of two sets A and B is a set which consists of all the elements of set A as well as all the elements of set B. And it is denoted by, if you take the union of two sets A and B, it is denoted by this symbol, and it is read as A union B. So here one more thing I want to repeat. When we take A union B, we have seen that when we write the set, we will not repeat the elements. So in some cases in A and B there will be some elements common. So when you write A union B, no need to repeat the repeating elements. We should write only one time. Now for example, consider A is equal to set 1, 2, 3. Then B is equal to set 2, 3, 4, 6. Then we have two sets A and B. Then A union B will be set. We have to take all the elements from 1 as well as B. So we will write 1, 2, 3. We have taken all the elements from A, 1, 2, 3. Now we can take all the elements from B. When you write 2, already 2 is written and 3 is also written. So no need to repeat. Then write the remaining. We have 4, 6. So A union B is equal to set 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. So when you write A union B, we should write all the elements from A and B. Intersection of sets. Intersection of sets. Now, the intersection of two sets A and B is a set which consists of elements which are common in A and B. We have to consider only the elements which are common in both A and B. And A intersection B is denoted as A intersection B. This is read as A intersection B. Now we will consider the same example. A is equal to 1, 2, 3. Then B is equal to set 2, 3, 4 and 6. Now here when we take the A intersection B, we have to take only the common. So here we can see that 2 is common in both A and B. Same way 3 is also common in both A and B. So we can write A intersection B as set 2, 3. Okay, next if A is equal to set of factors of 5, then B is equal to set factors of 15, then A intersection B will be, here description of the set is given. We have to first list out the elements, then take the common and then write A intersection B. For A, we know that factors of 5 are 1 and 5. And for B, the factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15. So here we can see that in both A and B, 1 and 5 are common. So we can write A intersection B as set 1, 5. Difference of two sets. If A and B are two sets, then their difference, that is A minus B, difference of set A and B is written as A minus B. And A minus B, the difference of A minus B is the set of those elements which belongs to A but not to B. So if you have two sets and if you are going to find the difference A minus B, then you can take the elements which are in A but not in B. So thus we can write A minus B, that is difference of A and B can be written as set X as that X element of A, means X belongs to A, set A, and X does not belongs to B, set B. For example, we can write one example. A is equal to set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B is equal to set 3, 4, 5. Now here A minus B. First A minus B means we can take elements of A but not in B. Clear? Now here A and B is given. Which are the elements which are in A and which are not in B? We can see that here 3 is there in both A and B. 4 and 5 is also there in both A and B. Then who is left? Elements 1 and 2. 1 and 2 belongs to A but not to B. So A minus B will be set 1 minus 2. Now for the same case B minus A. B minus A means elements which are in B but not in A. Which are the elements in B but not in A? All the elements of B are in A. There is no element which is in B but not in A. So we can write it as null set. Null set can be written as like this, or you can write as 5. Clear? Then one more thing. A minus B and B minus A are not equal. So A minus B means the set of those elements which belongs to A but not to B. All the elements of A which are not in B. That is the meaning of A minus B. Then B minus A means elements which are in B but not in A. So B minus A can be written as B minus A is equal to set X such that X belongs to B and X does not belong to